Uyazing beti mali Sazo figa gada Baby unga hambi.
Evening or good morning, depending on what time you're watching. Hello to all the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those that define themselves as something else.
The others.
There's
a big open world. I don't know what do we call
non-binary folks.
Yes.
There you go.
Non-binary folks.
So what's up? Hello and welcome to another edition of the Nothing But Football podcast. I'm your host today, Lucas, aka
Brother Hakeem.
Still sticking to that one.
King Don Fire.
I'm joined by my friends, to my furthest right, Uncle Curtis.
Niggas gonna spit out my name when I'm busy chewing first.
100%.
This is the person that does you dirty, guys.
This is what you get for no beauty tips.
These are the type of friends that will let you burn in the fire when you need them most. But it's all good, man. It's all looking pretty, sitting pretty. Yeah, love them peaches. That's all I can say.
Hey. And to my right, I got the man, Mr. Potion.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope it's been a good week. If you're watching Olympics, sorry for you.
Hey.
No, not necessarily the Olympics. Athletics has been interesting. It's been very interesting. I mean, if you're watching Olympic soccer, then I feel for you.
How's the essay on the medals?
Badly. Last time I
what's his name? Wade.
Wade
at least. Yeah.
Knocked out semifinals.
How?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Knocked out semifinals. Simbini,
Hey,
fourth.
that's what I had hoped for.
Who else? Jobodwana, that guy with the big head. He didn't
That
even
name
make it.
sounds like he has a big head.
Yeah, no, that thing was big.
But as always,
He's wearing those Xhosa beads. Those things are barely holding on, bro.
But as always, the swimming team carried through us with the gold medals, so we good.
You know?
We good.
Yeah. Penny Hayden Spirit was there, no?
Didn't we win like something random, like in, I don't know, BMXing or skateboarding?
I haven't watched Olympics, guys.
Yeah. Fair point.
Yo, but it's all good. You can clearly see it's still the off season. But guys, it's August. It's August. The season ain't that far away.
10 days and counting.
Oh boy.
By the time we drop this, it might be 9 or 8.
Oh boy. So it still technically being preseason, you know, the players that were at the Euros and that kind of thing that went deep into the tournament, they sort of coming back to training, right?
Everybody, I need the media to go in on that person.
Yo, so for those of you that don't know, Harry Kane was scheduled to be back in training a couple of days ago. He's actually not pitched for his it's about 2 days right now at the time of recording. So yeah, so what's the feeling? Obviously, the rumors are saying it's in strike because he obviously wants his move that he's been talking about. So how do we feel about that, gents? Mr. Poe.
I'll start with this. I'll leave the criticisms up to Uncle Curtis here.
He's ready.
But his reasoning is that before they left, they had a gentleman's agreement between him and Tottenham. They had a gentleman's agreement that they would be allowed to part ways. Nothing has happened, and he's kind of forcing a move, saying, "You guys are holding me back."
These niggas can't hold me back.
So that's what he's saying. So you can understand where he's coming from, but from a professional point of view, there's no reason for you to miss 2 training sessions, especially as the season's coming this close, like to an end. They're about to have a friendly with Chelsea. I think Chelsea's doing their little weird trophy tour. So they're gonna be playing against Tottenham. I don't know if it's on Wednesday or Thursday, but to tell you the truth, he's their captain. So the role model that the media has, that title that they've given to him, he's questionable now. I wonder what media has to say, and I'll leave the rest to Uncle Curtis because I know he's gonna plan on attacking the media.
Lack of professionalism by that individual, the utmost disrespect for a club in high esteem such as Tottenham Hotspurs. How you not pitch for training? Doesn't matter. You got 3 years left on your contract. Nobody put a gun to your head when you signed that contract. Whenever he wanted something, he got it. He doesn't get one thing his way. He's throwing his toys out the cot. It's very childish. Not a lead, not a leader at all. Imagine if your CEO just quit. It's like, hey, the board ain't giving me my money. I'll come back to work when it happens. Imagine the instability that causes at whatever company. Now, the captain of the club said, screw it. I'm not gonna come to training because they don't want to grant me my move to a competitor. Right? Daniel Levy is a man where you'll get your move if I get my price. If not, you're gonna stay. So he's not being unreasonable. He's put out his expectations to City, and it's like, he has the price. We are not going to go down on it, and he must respect his contract. Because other players would have been. I saw a tweet by Rio Ferdinand. Let me read this to you.
Oh, yeah?
Let Paul Pogba not turn up for Man United training and see how the English media and fans go mad.
Sure.
Helicopters.
Sure.
And police forces out searching for his location immediately. Right? So, you have to take it back to Sterling wanted to leave Liverpool. He was slated as being unprofessional. Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
Why were West Brom and West Ham fans booing Sterling when he told Liverpool he wants to leave and he was busy fighting with the club at the time? Somebody tell me, what do West Ham and West Brom fans have to do with Sterling wanting to leave Liverpool that they started booing him? And now it's
an opportunity.
So let me ask you on that one there, right? Because obviously there's our feeling on it, but he's not the first player to do this.
No,
it's not even a small number of players that do such.
Yeah, but
so
every one of those players got chastised. They've been awfully quiet. What's the other example? I'll let Portion speak for a minute, but there's another example that I wanted to bring up where this is ridiculous. He must respect his contract. He's got 3 years left. They're still paying you, my guy. Go to train.
Mr. Poe, like I say, he's not the first player to do this. Probably won't be the last. How do you feel about it? And you know, Kane's been at the club for a long time. You can say he's paid his dues there, right?
Yeah, from my point of view, he's not the first Tottenham player to do this. I'm sure you remember, a player by the name of Dimitar Berbatov.
Oh boy.
Also did the same thing when he was, at Tottenham. He decided
and it still went to the end of the transfer.
No, he decided he's not going to play. They even dropped him. They cut his wages and all that stuff. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to handle this, especially because now City are aiming for Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, what they said, 100 million. They've already put pen to paper. So from Harry Kane's point of view, if City is already marking for someone else and you doing this and you end up not going, this is going to be a hard season for you. But it's Harry Kane, the media darling. I have a feeling they're going to spin it somehow. They're going to start saying that, because I saw it came from Sky Sports actually, where they said he's not going to training because of the gentleman's agreement. I have never heard this before.
Not made me laugh. I've seen some people defend it. He's like, he's paid his dues for the club. Somebody went under the tweet of Rio Ferdinand, where they started saying that, when he said, and they started saying about Pogba, no, Pogba hasn't paid his dues for the club. He's been Harry Kane has been a consummate professional. Whenever Spurs have needed him, he's always pulled through. And I sat there. I thought for a good 30 seconds. No, I'm lying, for 2 seconds. What has Harry Kane done for Tottenham FC? What has he done for them? What has he done?
He's scored goals and he's given them top performances.
No. What has he done for the club? Where has he taken the club to? Has he moved the club forward?
Yes.
How?
They weren't always a regular top 4 thing under Pochettino. They really were hitting top 4 in and out.
That's what you call being carrying your club forward.
Yeah, when your club doesn't come from there.
That man has done nothing in the clutch. You know who's a consummate professional, right? And who didn't complain one bit when he moved the club forward?
Who?
Somebody give Lucas Moura his props. He's done more for Tottenham than Harry Kane has. He took them to the Champions League final.
Okay, explain that wild tangent you're going on.
Lucas Moura, semi-final Champions League, 2-3 years ago, I forgot it.
Yeah.
Harry Kane was nowhere to be seen because he was injured. Spurs were losing 1-0 from the first leg, and I think they were 1 or 2 down in the second leg.
Yeah.
Lucas Moura scored a hat-trick to put them through on away goals.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was.
Yeah.
Nah? What has Harry Kane done for the club? He's never taken them to a final. He came back in the final. He bombed. For England, he bombed when he refused to pass to Sterling in the last World Cup or Euros, where he was supposed to give Sterling the easy pass. And
So what you're saying is Harry Kane is not a clutch player.
it's not even about being a clutch player. He's done nothing for Spurs. Yes, he scored a lot of goals, but so has Darren Bent scored a lot of goals for a certain club, and he's not a legend at that club. Nah, sharp. You can have. It's one of those things you can.
Which club? You can't even associate a club to that guy.
I don't know, but he's done more for other. He's done nothing. That's what I'm saying.
So let's maybe follow it then, and to sort of both of you, right? So I want two sides of the coin, right? If this move works out for Kane, and then if the strike works out for him, and then he gets his move, and then if he doesn't, right? So I sort of want us to look at both. Let's start with if he doesn't, right? So he's Spurs captain. He's probably on everything that's on their marketing material. So if, let's say, a couple of days goes by, it's not working out, he comes back to training, he puts his head down with Spurs. How are we feeling about that?
Unprofessional.
Unprofessional?
Yes.
Would he be the first?
Wouldn't be the first, but he's been the one who's being protected, so it's unprofessional. We must treat it with the same disdain that every other player besides that is being done to. Pogba, a suggestion of Pogba leaving, a suggestion of him just leaving the club, and the backlash he received. This is a man that brought you guys trophies since Ferguson retired.
Yeah.
Nah? He's won the Europa League.
Yeah.
He's won the FA Cup. He's won things for this club. He's moved the club forward. The other guy just just became top goal scorer. Is this the trophy we're giving Tottenham now? Top goal scorer.
He's won London derbies, bro.
Yeah.
So, his biggest achievement is scoring goals against Arsenal to me.
Yeah.
So Mr. Paul, if he stays,
for me, if he stays, I feel,
what would you say to a Tottenham fan?
bro, he's your star.
Joe, he's the best you're gonna get.
But you still boo him.
Listen.
They had Bale before that.
Listen, bury those feelings of insecurity you have. That's your star. That's the England captain. If that guy wants to leave, you must understand why he wants to leave.
Sure.
Strip him of his captaincy.
If you strip him of his captaincy, don't you think that's gonna drive him to want to leave more?
Yeah, he must be taught a lesson and sit on the bench.
And sit on the bench, even.
Not even Ronaldo was this disrespectful when he wanted his dream move to Real Madrid.
No, that's why I say, like, I don't remember.
That's a true professional.
I don't remember many players who caused this much fuss about leaving. It's been 2 days, so we don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping that he'll be given the same gag as they do with Paul Pogba.
Sure.
Every time when it's just his agent who says, "Hey, they don't want to give this guy money. There's money somewhere else." His
We'll
agent,
find it.
Yes, his agent says what agent says. This is from Harry Kane himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were saying at first they were saying that it's he's isolating. There was that rumor. The media used that rumor. And then
They looked after him.
new news came out where it was like, nah, this guy is just saying I'm not going. So yeah.
And then let me stay with you. So the other end of the coin, right? So that's if he stays, you'd want him to be held to the same standard everyone else is, sorry. If he now gets his move, and let's say to City, right? Where does that leave Tottenham, and where does that leave Harry Kane?
It leaves Tottenham with a lot of money.
Sure.
I'm very surprised that they hadn't started looking for a replacement, which kind of leads me to the fact that
Daniel Levy is that transfer deadline day kind of guy.
no, but it also makes me think that if there was this gentleman's agreement that was agreed upon, it was never going to be honored. Because we've heard no word of Tottenham looking for a striker. Unless they're saying that they're going to trust the team that they currently have, which I think is a bad idea. But, no, man. Tottenham are in a very hard position. It's a rock and a hard place.
And for Kane, if he actually gets the move,
No,
then all the moves are worth it, right? Then the strike is
no,
worth
if he
it.
gets it, hey, that's another issue. You're going to City, my friend. Pep is not one that's known for liking strikers. So you go there, Pep plays you a couple of games. You're not as efficient as scoring as he expected you to be.
Yeah.
You'll bench.
All right.
You'll bench. We know he'll bench.
Strip him of his England captaincy, strip him of his Tottenham Spurs captaincy. This is no way that leaders behave. This is wrong on every single moral level you can think of. I've never seen such unprofessionals in my life. Not respecting contracts. Oh my God. I might even say something controversial and say even slaves work better than him at this point.
But is the other end of the coin, right? Because we're saying to him, you've got a contract, honor it, the club is there for you, whatever. Let's look at the other side of the coins, like the Ozil, Alex Sanchez, whatever, those kind of situations where you have a contract and the club is saying, for the love of God, get out.
Yeah, cool. But then,
are the clubs as professional as you expect Harry Kane to be?
As I chatted at Arsenal for leaving Ozil out, was very unbecoming of them to do that to the highest paid player of the time. He wanted to honor his contract, so I'm not changing stance over here. It's very unprofessional of this player. He must stick to his contract. Nah, if he was complaining that the club are forcing him out, it's a different situation. The fault is at club level now.
Sure.
We're not shifting blame to saying, hey, honor your contract.
Fair enough.
But when have we ever known a club to have honor?
Loyalty, yeah.
Bro. When your time's up, your time's up.
Never.
You don't care.
Yeah.
But you got 3 years, my boy.
Yeah.
You're getting paid. It's not like the club is saying we're not going to pay you. You're getting paid. Even if they want to play you, you are getting paid.
I wonder what that guy's salary is, bro.
It's a good, maybe close to 200K a week. I wouldn't be surprised. You are getting paid. It's not like the club is saying we're not going to play you and you're not going to get money. This man is just saying, hey Joe, you pay me, but I'm not going to come to you.
I'm out.
Yeah. They must fine him all his weekly wages up until he learns a lesson.
Fair enough. Look, he is last season's top scorer, top assister. Where do Spurs go without him? Or how do Spurs look without him? Mr. Paul?
Make Son your main man.
Son's
not your striker, but you make him your
Bring
main
back
man.
Vincent Janssen.
Sure. Those are tough days. I mean, that Vinicius kid has a future. I'm not saying a bright future because I wasn't convinced last season. Bergwijn is a decent player, but they've turned him into an below average player.
Yeah.
Lucas Moura had moments of spark, I think 2 seasons ago. This was the previous season was meant to be the season where he was kind of given a chance, but they decided not to and get Gareth Bale.
Sure.
So now Gareth Bale's gone. So I don't know what, from a point of view, what Levy was doing, because he didn't think of this.
Yeah.
And he's here now. Hence why I'm saying that this is a tactics of a guy who did not plan to sell Kane.
Yeah, but even, man, he's got an asking price. Pay the asking price and keep it moving.
Fair enough.
It's as simple as that. It's not like he's saying we're not selling at any price. It's like, I got my price. I get it. You can go. Did the same with Bale. Did the same with Modric. It's not like he's not consistent to his standards. So what this player is trying to get him sold on the cheap. I don't even think Harry Kane is worth the money they're talking about.
What?
I don't. He's got 4 or 5 years good left in him. You want to pay 150 mil for that guy?
Oh, for the money. Okay.
No. He's not worth that money.
Interesting.
But it is what it is, man.
If that's potentially 2 golden boots in those last 5 years,
Still not worth it. Not 150 mil, though. 150 mil, 2 golden boots and no trophies because your club went through a bad patch. Nah. You better give me 150 mil is a 7-year contract. I don't think Harry Kane's got a 7-year contract in him.
Sure. So other end of the coin, right? Let's look at the City argument, because City will sit back quietly, nicely now, because obviously if they get him, they get him. But what if they get him?
They need to get rid of a lot of guys, man. I mean,
to make space for him.
Yeah. I mean, potentially, like FIFA fair play wise, they need to get rid of a couple of players. Because I saw they were already talking about getting rid of Raheem Sterling. They didn't say get rid of him. They said they're willing to listen to offers for Raheem Sterling and Riyad Mahrez. I'm sure there's other players in that squad that they also, willing to listen to offers for.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, who else can they get rid of?
So
look,
I wonder if they need to get rid of players, but I'm sure they do. Everyone needs to balance the books. But a Harry Kane in that team, I think it's a fit.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I think it's gonna take him some time, and Harry Kane is a player who actually, Harry Kane can manage without having the ball at his feet for most of the game and just coming in and just slotting in his 2 goals. But for him fitting in, especially if they'd have to keep Sterling.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Sterling is the one player who can link up with him.
Yeah, Sterling plays for a striker.
Yeah. Foden, I don't see Foden and Harry Kane doing well. I mean, we watched them in England. There wasn't really much of a chemistry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, you just bought Ferran Torres. You have Bernardo Silva. You've got so many players that,
right.
I don't see it working.
Even as a fit, man, I'm not too sure, man.
Even as a
fit for Spurs, for City, I'm not too sure, man.
Take into account he won't be wearing a Spurs shirt that time, so will you still have the same views?
Of course, I still won't like the man.
I think the Spurs shirt makes a big difference.
I still won't like the man because he's very unprofessional. He's not following his contract. But everything goes through him at Spurs. Not everything will go through you at City. You'll have to be more patient. We saw how Kun Aguero was complaining when they weren't passing to him.
Yeah.
Everything goes through to him at England as well. So it's one of those things, can he adjust to not having the ball? I've never seen him play without having the ball.
Okay.
Will you be okay with when they say, hey,
yeah,
stay up top, do not create, do not drop, you are there for a reason. And not a lot of players can fit Pep's system, which is why I think also every superstar is not meant to play for Pep.
Sure. So let me ask another question, just keeping on the Harry Kane thing there. So Harry Kane was top scorer in the league last season, right? So obviously we can't tell who's going to be top scorer next season. But I mean, who are the contenders for that golden boot so far? Obviously, signings aside.
Salah.
There's obviously Salah. Yeah, Salah.
I think you can't leave out Aubameyang.
The way he's playing with under Arteta, I can't believe it.
No, realistically,
he has a golden boot to his name, so you can't.
History. His history. This was the first bad season he's had.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's his fault.
No, I know, but I'm just saying you can't leave him out.
Okay.
I understand that. Yeah, if certain pieces don't come together, then we'll have last season's Aubameyang. But if Arsenal, I'm sure, gets their transfer, targets, gets rid of who they want to get rid of, and they buy their little creative players, I'm pretty sure Aubameyang should be in the race. You can't leave out Vardy as well.
Do you see a lot of goals from Arsenal? Just keeping on the Aubameyang.
Right now, it all depends. It really depends because
last season was strong on defense, right? I'm not too sure the goal scoring stats on the other side, but are we expecting them to still be defensive or break out of their shell?
To tell you the truth, like they're saying that they still want to sign Maddison.
I would be shocked if that happens.
Yeah, from a Leicester point of view, it wouldn't be wise to give Maddison to Arsenal. He's a decent player. But yeah, Smith Rowe on his own, it's going to be a difficult task, for him to, to provide goals.
But, okay, let me ask you why, né? Because you're behind Aubameyang, there's Nicolas Pepe, there's a decent squad. So how come we're saying Arsenal scoring goals and we're almost don't want to say it?
No, they'll score goals. I just don't think Aubameyang outright will score the goals I expect him to score.
Through the center, he would.
He might get better chances. I'm not sure, but on the right,
when he hit golden boot, he was wide too.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's his position.
Yeah, but it's the way that Arteta plays him at times, right? He's never too close to goal, but we'll see how it works out. Because it's lack of creativity. Because certain players will score goals. I just don't think we'll score a bucket load of goals.
To tell you the truth, because there was a preseason game between Chelsea and Arsenal. Yeah. Besides that, because they beat us, it was 2-1.
What formation was also? 3 at the back or was it 4?
No, I think it was 4. Yeah, it was 4 at the back. And obviously they played with 3 in the second half. But looking at that game, I think Arsenal might have, a good player in our new signing, Lokonga.
Yeah.
He actually impressed me from a point of view where I think creatively, he might provide some goals.
Yeah.
Emile Smith Rowe is looking good. Aubameyang wasn't looking good for me. He missed a lot of,
Still Aubameyang though.
yeah, no, he missed a lot of chances that, he should have taken. But in the same breath, he got into those spaces. So,
So for me, look, I think we're just transitioning into chatting about teams' attacks, right? But for me, Arsenal, I mean, Pepe, one-on-one, good player. If you get the ball higher up in the pitch earlier, that's a good player. I mean, Lacazette, you guys defend Lacazette all the time. Smith Rowe, all of that. That's a decent attack there. Do you not expect goals from them?
I expect goals, just not a huge amount of goals. Like if Pepe has a 10-goal season, that's a good goal return for me.
From 72 million.
From what?
From a 72 million signing.
Yeah, from
3-4 years in now.
as a
10 goals total.
which signings provide from right wing 20 goals? Let's not get fooled by Messi. Salah. You're gonna give me one.
Mahrez is in and around that number.
Mahrez is 10 goals a season.
No.
20 goals. Pull it up.
Aye.
Pull it up. Pull up last season's goals.
Ever
Pull up
since
this
he's
season.
been
Ever since he
at
joined City, he has not touched 20 goals.
his last,
Not in the league, maybe, but overall. But he's
Ever
but he would
since
be
I'm talking
close.
goal in the league, 10 goals in the league is a good return to Pepe for me.
You think? Okay, so Pepe. Okay.
10 goals.
Pepe's had a good preseason.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not.
But
I'm also saying he's 3-4 years in now.
But like I'm saying, the thing with Arsenal right now, the way that squad is looking right now, if this is what we're walking into, like this season, if one thing goes wrong, everything could change. If a Smith Rowe gets injured, everything could change. Right now, Thomas Partey is, he's an injury doubt. They're saying that he might miss a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
2. If he's not there, things could change.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sharp. We've got Xhaka now. Hooray. But, like, if one small thing goes wrong, it's a butterfly effect.
Look, I would actually be surprised if Arsenal don't have a good season.
We'll see. We'll see.
But let's go on and look at some other teams' attacks too. Let's go on to United.
Yes, go on.
No,
I can't.
There's still some Arsenal juice left in here.
No. I'm saying let's go to United. You're right. The Arsenal one is anything can happen. Because right now, like, come December, if everything goes right, if everyone stays fit, we could be having a different conversation.
Okay, so before we go onto United, then what's Arsenal's strengths? What's the... Because I mean, like City's passing game, they score goals. Chelsea's defensively.
I think our defense right now.
Maybe I'm asking the wrong strength of Arsenal. Then
I think our defense right now is looking good. Oh, I even forgot about Ben White.
Oh,
shame.
that's a good
Impressed.
sign.
Okay, I might have been wrong. I didn't know the boy, but he was decent.
impressive.
Oh, what changed your mind, guys? This is next week.
I watched preseason. He literally he had one session of training. And then he came on and you could feel his presence.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time where, I think Bellerin lost the ball at the back and then, the Chelsea players they ran loose and Ben White was the one who blocked the potential goal. He blocked 2 potential goals.
Yeah.
Like this is just from one training session.
Oh yeah.
So
One
hence
training
why
session, so they probably haven't decided his partner yet.
Yes. And he didn't play with his potential partner. He played with Murray, Pablo Murray.
Okay.
His potential, if you look at it on paper, would be Gabriel.
Sure. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be left foot, right foot.
Yes.
So that would make sense with how I see Arteta setting up the team.
And our other player, the left back, Tavares, impressed me.
Oh, fresh.
Very, very skilled player. He's a difference to what's it called? To Tierney. He's not the pure speed of just I go in the corner and cross. He's a little bit more skilled. I rate if you could even push him as a wing back. That position looks nice for him.
That is an option.
Yeah, we just need a right back. We really need a right back.
Chambers did well. It was Bellerin that cost us.
No, he did. He did cost us. Chambers, but going into
I don't understand how you guys give up on Bellerin when I finally start giving him credit, Joe.
No.
Joe,
he came on and made the mistake that led to the goal. I get it. This is a preseason game. And you literally just came on in a game where it was actually getting heated. The game between Chelsea and Arsenal. It was getting heated. a lot of injuries were happening. This is not the typical friendly game. Obviously these are London rivalries.
Fresh.
But
and also, Joe Willock had a good cameo.
Yeah.
Scored a goal that was disallowed. That goal line technology that was not showing.
No, there wasn't. In all fairness, it was a preseason game. So they didn't
These refs are dodge.
They didn't do VAR.
Yeah, but I don't trust these refs. They dodge. They dodge. That ball was over the line. But let's move on to that other team that...
Sure. No. So I was just going to say, I actually just wanted to maybe touch on the top team sort of attacks. If we expect, goals or increased numbers in goals for them. From a United perspective, maybe let me start there. I think United scored quite a decent number of goals last season. It was a bit patchy in terms of goal scoring. But for me, I like Sancho. I think he'll give a couple more assists. I think Rashford's numbers, well, depending on if he has the surgery or not, but I think Rashford's numbers will stay in and around the same, about 20. And then I think between, Greenwood and Cavani, there's goals there.
Huh.
At number 9. Obviously,
The
Bruno.
disrespect.
Of who? Martial.
Yeah.
No,
jeez.
I love that guy. It's just, I'm relying on those two first.
you talking about a teenager before you talk about Martial. That's very disrespectful. And these are the times where Martial shines.
I love him to shine.
I'm telling you now, this is what always happens. They never shine when they're playing together. Him and Rashford.
Yeah, I agree there.
When one comes on, he's gonna run with it.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna come back and say your French maestro. What do you call him? I don't know. What do they call him? The stone face assassin. I don't know.
Yeah.
The silent killer. I've heard stupid names for Martial, but they died down very quick in the season. I feel as though if he plays, and Rashford is out, it could work out for you guys.
Yeah.
Sancho, it's going to take him a while to adjust, but
It will.
Mark my words. You guys will regret not buying a CDM if the season starts and you don't have one.
I think so too. I think Varane hopefully covers a little bit of that hole. In the sense that you have to prefer McTominay because you don't want anyone near Lindelof. But I think United can score goals.
Varane gets injured. Then what happens?
Oh boy, the Europa League.
It's a huge.
And
That's why I say it's a huge possibility.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have the greatest
track record when it
comes to injuries in
yeah.
Spain. So
really,
yeah.
He 10 years he's only played 290
That's what
games.
That's what your
10 years at Madrid, only played 290 games. Averages around about 26 games a season. Coming to a more physical league when he has to play against Chris Wood.
oh boy,
it's a different thing altogether.
As much as I hate it when some of these pundits say that, when they act like
a cold
night in Stoke.
Yeah,
when they say that, it's really not about the players. It's not about Chris Wood who's gonna come in and literally bully Varane. It's about the referees. The referee will decide, it's Varane. He's diving. He's from Spain. He needs to grow up. Get up. I know these refs. I know Mike Dean. Mike Dean is a child, bro. This is exactly what they're gonna do. This has nothing to do of what's his name? Chris Wood's prowess in the box. Yeah. Ashley Barnes. It has nothing to do with them. They're gonna give you guys harsh calls. And the question is, are those in those harsh calls, will Varane be able to just dust himself back up and go? Or is it
friggin' hope so.
Yes. No, that's the question.
Yeah.
It's the question. So I'm not necessarily going and saying that, Varane is going to struggle against Chris Wood. Varane is can boss those guys, depending on which refs, play the game.
I'm not even saying Varane is going to struggle. I'm saying they're going to kick him.
Yes, of course.
They're going to kick him on purpose.
I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, but they'll kick him on purpose and there'll be no fouls and they'll do it 3-4 times in the game and he'll be injured.
Truth. So just one last question on United. Last season, Bruno was the talk of the town for them. Would you still expect sort of consistency from Bruno?
Now that they remove VAR, Bruno's going to have a field day. They're not going to show VAR replays. Oh, Bruno's gonna have a field day.
Yeah, he'll score some penalties, but penalty aside, he created a lot of chances in the league. But towards the end of the season, remember, that started slowing down because teams, Fred and McTominay him, put 2 players there. There's no space for him.
I really hope for his sake that his Euro performances don't get to him mentally, because his Euro performances when he was not the main man, and let's be honest, he got used to being the main man at United.
Okay.
He didn't become the main man because of Ronaldo. So it should be interesting to see what happens. It should work.
Yeah, I mean, it's a year and a half in the league, you know what I mean? It's not new.
I really do feel so. I feel it should work. And I'm pretty sure he's the type of player that if pressure goes on him, he's just going to feed Sancho and say, hey, go have your fun.
Uncle Curtis?
We'll see.
Fair enough. Let's go into another one. Liverpool. You know, front 3, front 4 was clicking and not clicking at a lot of points last season.
I don't know if you guys saw that friendly. I don't know what game it was, but there was a viral clip circulating. Of Virgil van Dijk is back.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's a big one for them. Yeah.
Yes.
Is he still quick? Or does he come back?
No. He got spun by some guy from a team from nowhere.
Sure.
I need to look for this clip for you.
Is this while you're having a check there, Uncle Curtis? So, last season to me, I was saying the biggest difference or drop in performance level was Sadio Mane. Salah still scored his goals. Well, Firmino, you don't, like, he does what Firmino does, but how are you feeling about them? Plus Jota?
Liverpool did what they should have done, and they showed up defense, because all the defenders got injured again. And if the defense is showed up where the players can trust the players in front of them, that's great. Potential problem for me is the loss of Jordan Henderson for them. He's a man who I don't rate very highly, but
that's why I'm shocked you're saying this.
No. Sorry. While he speaks, I'm just going to show you the video.
It's a man that I don't rate very highly, but he does the James Milner role in front of defense, and he actually helps attack in that way. So losing Giorgio Wijnaldum, didn't replace him. Jordan Henderson, didn't replace them. Who's your workhorse engines? And Liverpool, as much as I don't rate these players like Jordan Henderson in that midfield, because they just run around and kick the ball and do nothing special, Liverpool are that great because they do all the work that Mane, Salah, and Firmino don't have to do. And then you have defenders who can pass and move the ball. And then you have James Milner and the likes just, and the back over there just, we're going to run up and down the pitch to keep people tied. Yeah, I'm not that great on the ball, but it is what it is. So we'll see how it goes. And even if the Jordan Henderson leaves, I don't see him going to another top club. He might end up back at a team from 10th to 15th, somewhere there. Which top club is going to take Jordan Henderson? And that's how you rate the quality of a player as well. You can't be leaving Liverpool to go to play at Stoke. You can't. And rate yourself as a quality player, because that's what Charlie Adam did.
He was old when he signed for Liverpool. But to Mane maybe first, because I don't know. Do you agree? Last season maybe he dropped his standards a little bit
because he was tired.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me see that clip.
Half that team was tired. You can press there. Short. Half that team was tired. We look at it. Firmino was not the same guy. Mane was not the same guy.
Yeah.
Van Dijk was not the same guy.
Salah wanted to go to the Olympics. Liverpool said
Gomez
no.
was not the same guy. Alexander Arnold was just not the same guy.
Has he been that guy in a Liverpool shirt yet?
I feel like his friends, his bigger brothers who were in the defense, who would be helping him when he's challenged one-on-one, weren't there. So, yeah.
So I'm thinking Chamberlain. Sorry, Alexander Arnold has been that guy for me. Sorry, I was thinking Chamberlain.
No, yeah. Chamberlain, that was his time to shine. He did nothing. But I think, hopefully for them, now that, everyone's kind of back, they don't have, the injury problems that they had. They brought a new defender in Konate. Good defender, a great prospect for the future. But now you've lost Wijnaldum, very important player in the Liverpool squad, and you haven't replaced him. Forgive me if I'm wrong. They
haven't.
They haven't replaced him. Diogo.
Look, they were stacked in that position, right? There's Thiago, there's Keita, there's Curtis Jones or whatever.
They were stacked with a bunch of nothings.
Sure, fair enough.
Yeah, they were stacked with a bunch of nothings.
Keita was the big money signing a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
but he's injury prone.
He's very injury prone. Don't get me wrong. If Keita has a full season, this discussion is going to be different. But from the last 2 or 3 seasons, that guy's a nothing.
Fair enough.
Let's just
fair
face
enough.
it.
I get you there.
They bought Chamberlain for however much. Chamberlain has not impressed. He is not. He's looked like a shadow of himself.
But they told him he's not ready for that central midfield role, so I don't get what he was doing.
They
He showed potential, but he was not ready for it.
They gave it to you, and you didn't take it. What
He's
must
another
happen?
Theo Walcott to me. You were
Yeah,
outperforming
what must happen?
in another squad. And now
Diogo
you think
Jota. Let's not forget, at Wolves, he was never a starter. He came on as an impact sub. That was his role, and that role worked well for him. He was a Solskjaer. Let's not get it twisted. So if Klopp thinks he's gonna start Diogo Jota and get the same turnover of goals that you would have with a Firmino on the pitch, then yeah, I feel sorry for Liverpool. But now that Firmino's back, I think that front three can resume as normal.
Sure.
Jota comes on as a substitute and everything works out nice.
I just want to touch on one more team, controversially, but we're talking goals here. Chelsea. Chelsea sort of built their real part of their season after they fired Frank Lampard, but they built that off their defense, right? Mm-hmm. But from a goal scoring perspective, I mean, we saw Timo Werner was wearing his boots the opposite way sometimes. And so after Tuchel, actually, who was their guy for goals? It was spread out, no?
Yeah, man, the top goal scorer was 6, and that was Timo Werner.
Yeah, I think let's not underestimate Timo Werner's goal contribution. His goal contribution was the best out of anyone at Chelsea.
Oh, at Chelsea
for the season. Kai Havertz, weird player. When he feels like it, he feels like it. When he doesn't, he doesn't. It's a shame.
I like him.
That's just he's a great player. Yeah. But if that's the guy you're gonna rely on, I really do feel sorry for you, because I've noticed him. He's a nonchalant player. That's just how he is. Even for Germany at the Euros, he's the same type of nonchalant guy. So from a Chelsea point of view, if that's who you're gonna rely on, that's gonna be tough. Hence why I'm saying that they need to keep Tammy Abraham.
So I was just about to say, do you think they'll end up missing Giroud? Because Giroud didn't start every game, but
of course,
those number of goals that he puts in,
of course,
it goes a long way towards the point.
They're gonna miss that striker who comes on and just does the efficient job. As in, when you cross in the box, you put it on his feet, he'll put it on target.
Sure,
that's what Giroud does. Tammy Abraham makes a lot of mistakes. He also gets into positions, but I'm sure his conversion rate might be lower than Giroud's. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure. Giroud doesn't need that.
Yeah.
An old Giroud doesn't need that many chances.
Yeah. Giroud, when he gets it, he takes it. So, but nonetheless, Tammy Abraham is a good substitute to have. But that Chelsea side is stacked, but it's going to be a problem. Hakim Ziyech, do I see him he'll get better than last season.
Yeah.
But his last season wasn't great.
Uncle Curtis, Chelsea, goals?
Nah, no goals. That's why they're trying to buy. That's why they're trying to buy Lukaku again. They submitted a bid of 85 million or something like that, and Inter's we'll rather sell Martinez before we let go of this great player of ours. So goals from Chelsea, I don't. Maybe Tuchel will get fired like Di Matteo. Just maybe.
Let's check. Let's check.
I know he's a better manager.
With Chelsea, you never know.
He's a better manager.
With Chelsea, you never know.
But it's written in the stars.
All right, gents. Let's take a bit of a turn, right? So I wanted to have this chat, right? Obviously, we watched the Euros, and I think we all sort of said,
I think time-wise,
let's take a break, dog. My shoulder hurts.
Yes.
Oh.